Hello and welcome back to my channel, and yes, we are actually revisiting original Far Cry. And not because I actually missed the game, but basically because it actually runs. Now, I can't really let go of such opportunities, so we're just gonna jump in. And this is 2004. Obviously it's made by Crytek with the original CryEngine. One of the first this was the first CryEngine technically was showcased in the original Far Cry, give or take. I'm not talking about the one that Nvidia was kind of trying to showcase their demo. So we're gonna go in 4K and just everything cranked. That's all there is, literally. And just let's play and relive how this game used to be, how it all started, so you can compare to the same Far Cry 5 or Far Cry 6 we're playing right now. So let's just jump in and see what happens. I must admit that beginning was so fast-paced. I could barely follow through. But yeah, when it comes to original Far Cry and Far Cry 2 specifically, there was quite a stir caused by Far Cry 2 because in the first part of Far Cry, which is this, we're basically gonna be fighting monsters. In Far Cry 2, we're fighting malaria and warlords. So there was a kind of a disconnect there, but when we started with Far Cry 3 Island, Far Cry 4 going against Pagan Min, Far Cry Primal, which was back to Stone Age, then we're back to Far Cry 5 against the religious cult, and now Far Cry 6 helping uprising. You can see that the first Far Cry is not exactly tied to all those parts later. So let's see how at least this one looks and plays. I do believe I played this a little bit. I tried to play it on hard, and if you first time playing this game, it's hard. Okay, the bullets do a lot of damage, the weapon control is weird, and yeah, basically it's a bit odd, as you can see on the screen right now. So on the bottom left we have like those two gouges. I do believe this is when the enemies can see us or something. Then we have health, we don't have any armor, and we have stamina for sprinting and stuff like that. So overall, this is not actually bad. Let me just quickly use a bit of stamina to move around and try to navigate our way here.
I've got to find a way out of here.
We will. We will find a way. Okay, the jump is kinda not really wanting to go here. Come on. This is the right way. Are you telling me? Okay. I almost thought that I'm actually more retarded than I am. It's always a good thing to notice that I'm not exactly this retarded. Oh, there's a prone. Well, this is something we don't have in Far Cry games anymore. You can go prone. Ubisoft, get your act back together. Give us the prone button.
Listen, dirtbag! Keep an eye out for some punk in a red Hawaiian shirt. If you see him, call me at once. Am I understood?
Yes, yes, sir.
I'm heading out!
The voice acting is, of course, on a very high level. But I wouldn't say that we actually cared back in the day. It was more about the action itself and seeing that this works.
Hello? Are you there? Pick up the radio if you can hear this. I know you're there. I've been tracking you since you and Val arrived.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to tell you how to survive. Call me Doyle.
How do I know I can trust you?
Well, for starters, how about the fact that I haven't turned you in? That radio has a bioreader. Since I know you're there, I could have ratted you out already.
Good point. Keep talking.
Listen, you need to get out of there and quickly. I'll help you as much as possible, but you don't have much time. There's an exit that will lead to a small camp. Be careful as you go. This area is crawling with mercenaries.
By the way, name's Jack Carver.
By the way, I think I should have actually enabled MSI to see how much memory we are actually pulling at 4K, but
My reports say you're in a red shirt. I suggest you grab some body armor and cover it, or you'll be easily spotted.
and the reason being is it wasn't really hard to run this. However, the water quality kinda killed the GPUs at that time because water simulation was just coming around or being introduced, and again, this is the new Far Cry engine, or Crytek engine to be honest, sorry. So there was some things about the hardware requirements, obviously.
Hey, some good news. I'm picking you up much more strongly now. I suggest you search the huts for weapons and equipment.
So I don't think we have any enemy tagging, at least I don't think so. And as you can see, the game looks beautifully. Like, for 2004, this was insane. Like, reflections on the water, like all this movement. Even some semi-moving grass and trees and palms. Now, the combat, like the shooting mechanics, is gonna be very interesting. First of all, there's no iron sights, which everyone who's played, you know, today's games are kinda used
Stay low
to.
and avoid contact if possible. You don't really want to alert the guards.
And we will alert the guards. There's no way around it.
Did you see something?
I always get caught in the same goddamn place.
You're dead!
Wow. Some serious stutters going on here. I wonder why. I really wonder why I'm getting such stutters, but could be just today's GPUs don't understand this game properly as well. To be fair, we are kind of running on DirectX. Let us take a quick peek what we're actually running at. DirectX 3D9. So technically DirectX 9. I'm not even sure which version, A, B, or C. Should be C. But again, it's 2021. And as I said, I'm surprised this game even runs. So I'm not gonna even bitch about a little bit of stutters here and there. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna enable the MSI. Hold your thought for a second. So here we are. I did change the resolution to 4040p for the simple reason I just cannot see the numbers, like quite literally. So currently, as you can see, we are getting 300 frames. 380 actually. I do believe that number will fluctuate. We're using 52% of GPU. We're pulling 1.3 gigabytes of video memory and 5.6 on RAM, which for 2005, good luck of getting these numbers on your GPU. Okay. And basically, again, this game was pretty cool. As you can see, the map is basically a blinking dot, which is more informative than an actual mini-map. And we can just go nuts.
Use your binoculars to survey the surroundings. Notice that they have a sound enhancer and movement tracker. Dr. Krieger has fitted everyone on the island with locator signals that you can track using the binocs.
Ooh.
Let's figure out what...
Yeah, so we can see them and track their movements if with the binocs, but not in actual life, in-game life, as in Far Cry, or basically 3 and up. I don't believe you could actually tag people in Far Cry 2 as well. At least I don't remember, because it was kind of like a very interesting game in terms of how it handled enemy spawns. You can clear out a checkpoint, go 10 meters, come back, and it's fully populated again.
Their vehicles and drive to the helicopter refueling pad. It's on the other side of the island. From there, you can use one of their boats to escape.
So it looks like our tag targets are actually seen on the mini-map if we tag them with the binocs.
The mercenaries are trained to work together. If you alert one, they will bring others.
So basically they're telling you how the game mechanic works. That's good to know.
See something? Oh, here. It's you. Where is it? Rip you apart. I'll find you. You there. Time for an ass whooping.
And this is on easy difficulty. So if you just storm in because you're an idiot like me, this is what's gonna happen. And I must say, this is why this game kind of requires you to be a bit more careful about your approach.
Take care. The mercenaries are trained to work together. If you alert one, they will bring others.
You there.
So this might look pretty basic for now, but to be honest, it does get a bit more intense and interesting as the time goes by. Source is trust me, bro. Someone is right next to us somewhere and I don't see him. That's fine. So as you can see, the enemies can see me through the objects, which is a bit weird. But we got it anyway. Also, we need to heal up by collecting something for ourselves. No, this is definitely so much more different than the games we are so used to play here. Obviously, the pinnacle of Far Cry, alarms, which kind of is very dominant in Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, 5, and 6 even. I'm gonna have a vehicle as well. So I wouldn't say this is the same engine, or maybe it is, that they used on, or improved upon, basically for Crysis, as a Crytek engine. I wish I had the grenade. So as you can see, the angle of approach and stuff like that kind of really matters in this game. And you technically kind of are a bullet sponge if you have the armor. If you don't have the armor, trust me, your health will go down very quickly. And this is even more present when you play on harder difficulties. If you go for the highest difficulty straight off the bat, you never played Far Cry, you probably will take some retries on this camp alone, because the way they see you and deal damage is something pretty crazy.
Bring it on!
There's a third one. Okay, now we're clear. So yeah, again, this is an older title, but this is, I would say, in the golden days of gaming, 2004 to 2007, we saw most of the games that shaped the gaming as we see today. And I do believe sometimes it's very good for us to just return to these types of games just for some history lesson, you know, just to appreciate what we have. 400 frames, 500 frames on a game. Come on, Far Cry 5, you can do the same, right?
Keeping Val in the old carrier refueling station. You're going to have to check it out up close, I'm afraid.
Carrier?
Yes, the Japanese Navy beached one of their light carriers on this island during World War II. Crow's mercenaries have refitted it into a helicopter refueling station.
This whole deal gets stranger by the minute.
You don't know the happening. Just be careful.
I wouldn't say the vehicle controls are any different from Crysis, to be completely honest with you guys, but they are no different than for Crysis. And I guess don't go with a machine gun versus a rocket boat, which you don't know.
Don't move!
That's how easy it is to die on easy. Just in case you didn't believe me. So yeah, maybe the challenge should be to finish this game on hard. To be fair, it's only the opening sequence when it's this hard. We could actually go on top of that mountain, I believe.
Hey, what was that?
Come on, drive. Almost made it. Okay. I think me dying a lot of times in a row kind of proves the point of how unusual it is to play such a game where damage actually matters. You don't have auto healing, you don't have skill points or perks, you just basically have your wits and that's about it. But yeah, this is basically what I wanted to show you guys, so I don't know, if you have it, give it a go. Set yourself a challenge, finish this game on very hard with pistol only, see what you get. You know, actually that's a pretty good idea, I'll get onto it right now. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and as always, see you all next time.